I love you for giving me your eyes, staying back and watching me shining. I don't know if you knew, so I'm taking this chance to say that I had the best day with you today.
Mindful life practice.
Let's get started in a child's pose. So you can come onto your back. There she is. You can come onto your back. So let me put this bag fully away so she doesn't get in it. Sorry, I realized I just gave you two conflicting instructions. I said come into child's pose and then come on your back. So you're probably confused. Come into child's pose. Rest your forehead, rest your hips on top of your heels. Take a deep breath in and out through the nose. And just kind of settle into stillness. So yoga bar, I had this idea today for a new name for this class. The idea I had was mindful bar, because that's really what makes this class special and unique. Most bar classes have like pumping music and you're moving to the rhythm of the music. And this bar class starts with some yoga warm-up. We still get a hardcore exercise. We don't have music just because of the way music seemed to go through Zoom when I tried it. And then we slow down with some deep stretches at the end and a meditation. If you do want to put on your own music when we get into the bar time, go ahead. But on my end, we're just going to move to the rhythm of the breath, the rhythm of the heartbeat. I try to make this class kind of lighthearted and fun. Most of my other classes have like, you know, themes on yoga philosophy and deep chats about life. And this one's just more about moving the body and feeling good, strengthening and stretching and sweating. So if you have an intention for your practice, feel free to set it now. Whatever inspired you to show up today, there's no right or wrong. And then let's use our breath to cue our movement. Okay, so on your breath in, you're going to lift up to a table. And then breath out, sit back into a child's pose. Let's move like a wave, inhaling, lifting up. And then exhaling, sitting back. 2 more, breath in. And then breath out. And then take 1 more breath in. And then breath out. And then this time take a breath in, come all the way up into a table. And then we're going to move with our breaths. So inhaling, tilting the pelvis, lifting your heart. This is a cow. And then exhaling, curling the spine, tuck the chin, find your cat. Speaking of cats, my cat is having quite a day. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story. She decided to jump on the computer today during sunrise yoga. She's awake now, so I'm hoping she's going to be on her best behavior, but I can never really predict it. So thanks for being understanding with that. Take 1 more breath in. And then breath out, curl the spine. Let your spine come back into neutral. And we're going to lift our right leg up behind us and then maybe lift your left arm. Okay, so 1 long line, fingertips all the way through the heel. Try to keep your right hip level with your left if you can visualize it. Okay, take a breath in, stay long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Take 3 more movements just like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. 2 more. And then 1 more. And then inhale, lengthen. Land your left palm, take your left toes off the side of your mat, and inhale your right arm up towards the sky. By the way, my yoga bar fans, just so you know, this class is canceled on Thursday. Let's land the right foot and lift all the way up now. So your right leg is extended. And then land your right palm and lift your left arm back so that you're taking this gate pose. Yeah, you got it, answer. Good. So I decided I'm taking a weekend off. It's my first weekend off since I started the mindful leg practice, but probably my first weekend off like ever, because I typically work at the room on the weekends. Let's come all the way back, land the palms, tuck the left toes, lift all the way up to a three-legged dog, and then just circle through the right knee. So anyway, there's no other yoga bar teachers at this studio, unfortunately. I'm the only one. So we canceled the class, but don't worry, it will be back on next Thursday, okay? Come all the way back, lengthen your right leg out behind you, take a breath in, curl your right knee into your chest, hold a core plank for 3, for 2, and then on 1, you're gonna step your right foot between the palms and then just rock back and forth, getting into the hips. Land onto your left knee. Inhale your palms up overhead, finding a low lunge, and then exhale, sweep the arms back as you hinge forward. Take 3 more flows just like this. Inhale, and then exhale. 2 more, breath in, and then breath out. And then 1 more, breath in, reach. Breath out, hinge forward. This time, sweep your arms back, interlace the palms, push the palms away as you open through the chest. Kind of knit your ribs in a little bit. Take a few breaths. And then reach your arms all the way up towards the sky with a breath in. And then exhale the palms forward. And let's walk the palms back as we lengthen over the right leg, okay? Take 3 breaths. Deep stretching into the hamstrings. 1. And then walk your palms forward. Step your right knee back to meet your left. So you're on both knees. And now you're forward in a low plank as opposed to up here in the table. Your palms are at a greater distance away from your knees. You're going to draw your elbows back in space, lowering the heart onto the mat. Take an inhale, lift up, snake up. Exhale, fold. And then shift back to your table, and we're going to take that flow on the opposite side. Let's see if I remember it all. Okay, so lift your left leg up. Draw your right arm up if you can, and start to do these crunches. You're going to do 3 of them. I'm going to turn on my air conditioning while you're doing that. Actually, maybe I'll go out and like get a coffee and leave you here and come back. Actually, Starbucks now delivers in Abu Dhabi. That was my new realization. Take 1 more. And then come all the way up. Land your right palm. Take your right toes off the side of your mat. Lift your left arm up towards the sky. So this is like a half moon, but on the knee. Okay? Land your left foot. Lift all the way up. Reverse your warrior. Come all the way back, land your palms. Take your right toes back onto the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift up. And then bend through your left knee, circle through the hips. Maybe you hear like a crickle crackle, that's okay. Lengthen the left leg up behind you. And then draw your left knee in, core plank. Hold it for 3, for 2. And then for 1, step your left foot forward. Do your rocky rocks. I don't know why I call them that. Land onto your right knee. And then let's move with the breath. Inhaling, lift up. And then exhaling, sweep back. 3 more, breath in. And then breath out. 2 more, breath in. And then breath out. And then 1 more inhale. Exhale, take it forward. Interlace your palms behind your tailbone. Press through the palms as you lift your chest. And then we're gonna open up the arms, reach them overhead, and then hinge at your palms, land them on the mat, and then walk your fingertips back as you lengthen over the left leg, and then take a few deep breaths. And then walk your palms forward. All right, we're gonna step our left knee back, and we're actually gonna transition into a little bit of our bar warm-up now, okay? So tuck your toes, lift all the way into your full plank. If you would prefer to be on the knees, you can modify on the knees as well, okay? We're gonna start with that move. It's usually in the middle of our bar warm-up, but I'm mixing it up tonight. You're gonna step your right foot wider than your hands, and then spiral your right arm up towards the sky. Yeah, you got it. You got it. Right palm lands, step back. Do the opposite with the left foot. So I'm moving at a relatively speedy pace with this. But the beauty of this bar class is that you can move on your own pace, right? In bar, in the studio, we're like religiously moving to the rhythm of the music. And if you're off rhythm, then you're like off everyone else in the class. And so the awesome thing about doing this class over Zoom is that it's really up to you if you want to do it quickly, if you want to do it slowly, if you want to do it in your jeans. There is like absolutely no judgment here. So move at a pace that works for you. Let's just take 2 more on each side. One more. Last one. Come all the way back to your plank. And now roll onto your left outer edge of your foot. Take your right arm up towards the sky. Let's land the right palm nail on the hip. And then do some little hip dips. So you're lowering the left hip, taking it back up, that's 1. Lowering, take it back up 2. Lowering, back up 3. Last one, lower. Back up 4, take the right arm up, and then take the right palm down, and then opposite side. If you have any wrist pain, by the way, you can always do this on your forearms, or you can just take a break and go into child's pose. One more. And then lift the left arm up, land the left palm, come onto your forearms, take your forearm plank, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you got this, 3, 2, and then on 1, soften your hips down towards the mat, lift your heart space, find your sphinx, inhale, and then exhale. 1 more inhale, 1 more exhale. Tuck your toes, come all the way up into this forearm plank. Now I want you to walk your feet in. So now you're in forearm down dog or dolphin down dog. Okay, take a few breaths here. This is headstand prep eventually. We're not going to do a headstand, but this is great practice if you're working towards headstand. We can talk about that once coronavirus is over and we're not on Zoom. Okay, take 1 more breath. And then you're going to land your knees back down again. Just lift up into your table. Tuck your toes, down dog. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, sweep your palms all the way up to stand circle. Take your palms into heart center. All right, so you're going to grab hold of your weights. If you don't want to have your weights in hand, that's okay. You don't need them. If you don't have weights, that's okay too. Step your feet wide into plie legs in bar, goddess legs in yoga, and bend through the knees and sit the hips down. We're going to open our arms, and this move is familiar to my regulars. We're going to rotate on the toes and curl the palms inward, and then open, and then rotate the other way. Okay, so key thing here, I want your front knee to be in line with your toes. Okay, I don't care if you're turning directly to square the short edge of the mat, that doesn't matter. You just want your toes in line with your knee, okay? That's to keep them safe. So this is a bit of a spinal flexion. Flexion is the yoga word for curling in. It's a bit of arm work as well. We're just going to take 4 more of these. 3 more. 2 more. And then 1 more. Come all the way, bend through the knees. Lift your arms up, find these goalpost arms. Curl the arms in, open them, press them overhead. So we're doing a few different arm moves in this goddess. In this pose, you want your weights to be always in your peripheral vision, so you're not drawing your elbows too far back. This cat. Love her. Keep bending through the knees, you got this. Let's just take 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, elbows down, hip hop move, cross, reach them back. So you're switching each time. The right arm is overhead, not overhead, sorry, on top of the left. And then you're switching the next time. And you can get a little bit of dancing going, that's cool. No one's watching. Four more, you got this. 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back, place your weights together. Hinge your body forward. We're going through that deadlift, okay? So lifting up and then hinging forward. Move slowly. You don't need to like swing it super high. Just make sure you're keeping your back safe. Try to keep the bend in the knee if you can. Yeah, nice work, you got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back. Weights on your hips, okay? Lift your right heel, lower. Left heel, lower. Right and left. If you want to get crazy, lift both. Lifting and lowering. Just go with 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Stay lifted on both heels. Just hold here. 8, 7, 6. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land the heels. Land your weights. Come in. Stay in the goddess squat. Open your arms goalpost without the weights. We're going to cross the right arm underneath the left. Find your eagle arms. Princess is like throwing something around in the ground, and I thought it was someone putting a key in the door and opening the door. It's just my child, my cat. Open the arms, and then let's cross the other way. Stay there. I'm just gonna take this thing. It's really bugging me. She's like, Mom, no. It's the end of the pen. Okay, kept you there for a long time. Unwind, lengthen your legs up, turn your toes in, take a breath in, and then just hinge your body forward, grip opposite elbows, and relax. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale. Grab hold of your weight, come all the way up to stand again. Just step your feet forward on your toes. Slightly tuck your tailbone instead of like sticking your butt out like this. See if you can tuck your tailbone. Take 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. You got this. 1 more, sit down, open your arms in front of you, okay? Right arm is drawing back. Keep your left arm extended. If you're ready, opposite leg steps back. So it's left, and then forward. Left, and then forward. Key things I want you to remember here. Your knee is in line with your toes. That's going to keep it safe. You want your right knee stacking above your ankle, left toe stepping back. Let's just do 4. For some reason, 4 is my magic number today. 3, 2. On 1, step back, weights at heart center. Bend through your left knee, hinge so that they're both at 90-degree angles, and then rotate towards the front leg. Okay, so we always rotate towards the front bent leg, and that's because it helps stabilize you. If you rotate the other way, you're more likely to lose your balance. If your balance feels off, by the way, that's the reason we have chairs. You can hold onto your chair. You don't need to have both hands involved in this, okay? Take 3, take 2, take 1, come back to center, lift your arms again in front of you. Let's bicep curl, shoulder press. So generally in bar, I don't isolate bicep curls very often. I often include them with a shoulder press. And the reason why is because our biceps are generally pretty strong in comparison to the rest of the muscles in the body. If you think about it, we do bicep curls when we carry our groceries, bicep curls when we lift, bicep curls when, you're carrying a box of stuff. And so generally just doing bicep curls with small weights isn't going to exhaust us. But when you add in the shoulder press, it's like an extra movement here. It helps exhaust you, and that's the whole point. That's why we're here, yay. Exhaustion. 1 more curl up, overhead press. This time, pause, take your weights together. I want you to drop the elbows back behind you, little mini pulses. So you're working your triceps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the arms up overhead. You can separate them now. I want you to step forward, lift your left knee, and see if you can balance on 1 foot. And if you want to uber challenge yourself, you can be on the toes. I'm not going to. I'm going to take my palms back into heart center now and twist towards the bent knee, okay? Just take 4 more of these. 3 more. 2 more. You got this. 1 more. And then land your left foot. All right, take deep breaths. We're going to take the opposite side. I'm going to grab a sip of water. All right, opposite side. So, feet are in line. Bend through the knees, sit back. Lift your arms in front of you. This time we're drawing back with the left arm. Three, 2, 1. Maybe you add in the leg. And if it's too much for your right arm, at any point, just put down the weight. You don't need to carry the weight of the world on your back, right? Just let it go. We're meant to take away tension and stress. We're not trying to add it on here. Just take 3, 2, you got this. 1, bend that back knee, hands at heart center, and twist towards the standing leg. So if it's a lot right now, you can lengthen the right leg, it's okay. No one is forcing you to be low. But if you want to quiver, you want to shake, bend that knee. Lujan said the most beautiful thing in her vinyasa class. I've repeated it a few times because it was so beautiful. She said, it's okay if you quiver, even mountains quiver, even the earth quivers, right? So quiver away. It's a good thing. You're building strength. Let's do 3, 2, and then 1. Arms out, curl and press. I'm going to stop talking for a moment and then just let you be in the moment. Mindful bar. I love that name. Just count through 4 more. 3, 2, you got this. 1, lift up, weights together, bend at the elbows, do your little pulses. And then step forward, keeping the arms overhead. Maybe you're on your tippy toes, right knees bent. Take the weights into your center, and then just twist. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Step the right foot down. Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up overhead, and then just exhale forward. Put the weights down. Take a nice forward fold. Grip opposite elbows. So funny. I messaged a couple of my international friends this morning to ask them if they could go on the Mindful Life Practice website so that their pin could be dropped. I don't know if you guys have seen this new feature where it drops all of our pins. It's making a map of where we're all from. Anyway, so I messaged Andy Hicks, who my mom and I met in Jordan, and he messaged me saying, Alex, you're making lemons out of lemonade. No, lemonade out of lemons. Not making lemons out of lemonade. Anyway, I just looked at my phone to check the time, and my friend Melissa just said the same thing. She's in Vietnam. She said, so awesome to hear you built your business through this, making lemons into lemonade. Anyway, with that, I put my phone on airplane mode. I don't need to see messages right now. Slowly, slowly inch your way up, stacking vertebrae upon vertebrae. And then bringing your body all the way up to stand. So what you need for the next sequence, possibly a Pilates ball. If you don't have one, it really doesn't matter, okay? I'm just gonna place it on my chair for easy access. And then I want you to lightly hold your chair and walk your body back until your torso becomes parallel with the earth. And then you're gonna lift your right leg up behind you, okay? We're gonna bend the left knee and step the right foot all the way out, and then take it all the way forward to the other side, okay? So you're making a big rainbow with your foot. This is a new addition to our favorite move since you've been back for a lot, I think. And the reason why is because I felt like you weren't getting enough hip mobility. Actually, I just wanted to torture you guys more. That's the truth. So just make 4 more rainbows. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Come all the way up. Grab your ball. Keep that right leg extended. Place the ball between the calf and the thigh. So if you don't have a ball, it doesn't matter. The whole point is just to engage that back leg. Okay, that's the reason, the whole reason I put it there. So if you don't have a ball, I just want you to engage effectively and don't be lazy about it. Actually, it's okay if you're lazy, honestly. You're here for you, not for me. So who cares what I say? Take your right knee in and then open to the right and then curl it back in and extend it out. Actually, the funny thing is the reason why I added this bar class on the schedule was because Madison Zarnett requested it. She said, can you do a bar on Sunday night? And Madison, if you don't know, she's the person who wrote the Mindful Life Practice jingle. She produced it. So I feel like I have to do what she requests. Anyways, since she requested it, she's actually never attended this class. And that was like over a month ago. Just do one more. Open, come all the way back, lift the right knee and do 8 squeezes. But I have to say, I've grown to love doing bar twice a week because it really strengthens and tones the body. Do 8 squeezes, 8 lifts of the right knee. And once a week just isn't enough, in my opinion. Lift the knee. One more 8 squeezes. lift the knee. And then I want you to take that ball out, just lengthen your right leg behind you. Take 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way up to stand. Oh, so something about me that my mom and probably Jill know is that I was not a very athletic kid at all. I didn't like sports at all. I came to yoga for my mental health, not for the exercise. So I did yoga for probably 9 years religiously. Let's stretch while I'm talking. Let's sit down on your chair and cross your right thigh over your left or your right ankle over top and just hinge forward. Anyway, the thing about only doing yoga is that you need to have, what my teacher Rolf says, you need to mix more things into the soup, right? Just like a runner can't only run, just like a swimmer can't only swim, right? You need strength and you need flexibility. So anyway, I came to Barre because the owners of the gym I worked for needed a new Barre instructor. And they asked me to get certified. Take one more breath. And then we're gonna do the opposite side. Okay, so the ball can come down. And we had the right leg lifted last time. So this time we're gonna do the left. Yeah, okay, doing your rainbows. And I got really addicted to Barre this summer, as both Jill and my mom know. I was going to Barre every day. I became obsessed with it. I also was doing personal training at the gym. And I got really, really strong. And I wasn't really doing my yoga practice. And what that kind of shuttled me into was like this overdrive of like active, fight or flight. So anyway, what I've come to learn is that you can't live in one extreme or the other. You need to find a balance of the two. Do one more, and then come all the way back. Lift that left leg, grab your ball, place it in between the thigh and the calf. So we do yoga Barre twice a week here at the Mindful Life practice. Draw the knee in, open to the side, fire hydrant, curl it in, and lift back. We also have a class that's called Yoga Hit with Mark, where we have like pumping music and he's taking you through high intensity intervals. We also do power vinyasa, which is super strength based. On the flip side, we do yin yoga and we do meditations. And living a balanced life is like a soup of all of these things, right? Maybe you're someone who does spinning like my mom. I became a spin instructor this year specifically for cardio. Maybe you're like Alexandra, you like to go for runs. Yasser does like weightlifting and other types of training, right? But you need to do these things to complement each other. Basically, this is a big advertisement to come back to Barre. Take one more, lift that leg up, curl, do those squeezes. And since I've implemented Barre into my regular routine, it's enhanced my yoga practice. Like you've probably seen on Instagram, all the arm balances that I can do now, I couldn't do those before I started Barre. It's like the weightlifting, the strength training. Let's do 3 more of these. So lift 8 times. 6, 7, 8, squeeze the ball. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift the knee. You got this. 5, 6, this is torture for the butt, I know. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now take the ball out, lengthen the leg back, find your warrior 3, take 3, take 2, you got this, take 1, come all the way up. Whew, let's stretch. Sit down on your chair, and then cross your right ankle on top of your left and just hinge forward and breathe into that. Okay, so unfortunately, we're doing one more move with the chair and with the leg lifted behind you. You can do this. You got it. No more ball. Ball can sit to the side. All right, come up to stand. Now this time, you're going to take both weights and place them in one hand. And if that's too much, if you're like Yasser, if you have 9-pound weights, please just use one. Oh my God, he's putting 2 in one hand. You're nuts. It's okay, Yasser does 5 yoga classes a day. You can do it. Land your left palm on your bar. Now, if you want, you can just stay like this, okay? You're making a 90-degree angle. Again, you can have both feet grounded if that helps you with stability. If you want even more, lift your left leg. And then we're gonna take upwards rows. So we're pulling the weights up. Now this time you lift up, hold it there, do 8 little pulses. 3 more rounds, 8. 1 more. And then bend through the left knee, come all the way up to stand, same move as before, lift the knee, lift the weights up overhead, maybe you lift onto the tippy toes, just balance, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step back. Okay, last thing standing, I promise. Weights into the left hand, walk your body back. Actually, it's not the last thing standing, it's the last thing in a warrior 3. Okay, upwards rows. 3, 2, and then 1, curling up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more rounds. Last one. And then lift all the way up to stand, weights overhead. Maybe you lift onto the tippy toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, step down. Take your hands into your heart center. Land the weights for 1 moment. And then let's do just 1 little quad stretch, okay? So you can hold on to your chair to do this. Kick your right heel to your bottom. This is something I remember Rawad messaged me at the end of one of my bar classes saying that I didn't do a quad stretch. I truly appreciate that. When I say give me feedback, please do. If there's things that I missed, I want to know because I want to improve. So anyway, I put in this quad stretch for you, Rawad, / all of us. Step back, and then quad stretch the opposite way. We will do another one at the end, don't worry. Ever since you said that, I've put in more quad stretches. Take 1 more breath. And then land the left foot. Okay, 1 more thing. Let's leave the weights unless you want to have the weights for this. Last week I did this with the weights. This week we're not gonna do it with the weights unless you want them. We're gonna come into a warrior 2, and we're just gonna do a very short little yoga flow. Of course, Yasser goes against the weights. I think that's what he's doing. Okay, so in your warrior 2, I knew it. I know you too well. All right, we're gonna flow. So on your inhale, reverse your warrior. And then on your exhale, come forward into your extended side angle. And then just take 3 more of these. 2. Last one. Lift all the way up now. Lengthen through your left leg. Walk your right foot in a little hinge forward. Take your left arm alongside your left leg. Now, if you want to, maybe you come all the way into your Ardha Chandrasana, your half moon, shifting weight onto your left foot and your left fingertips. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Take 3, take 2, and then take 1, and then step all the way back. And then we'll just do it on the other side. Okay, so right toes turn, opposite direction, bend through your right knee. Lift your arms up, extend, and then move through your flows, okay? Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. 3 more. 2. 1 more. And then lift your body all the way up, lengthen through your right leg, walk your left foot in a tiny bit. You're gonna hinge forward. Take your right arm alongside your right foot. And then lift your right fingertips. Sorry, lift your left foot, come up onto your right fingertips, your right foot. Take a few breaths in your half moon. And then step your left foot all the way back. And then let's just windmill palms to the mat, bring the foot. You're gonna step your right foot back. Find yourself in a strong plank. Let's hold onto our plank for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6. You got this. 5, 4, 3, counting as slow as I can, 2, and then 1, land onto your elbows. I'm just moving onto my knees to move my mic so you can hear me. So land onto your elbows, keep your knees lifted if you can, stay 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, take the right elbow across, roll onto the sides of the feet, come into your Vashisthasana, your side plank on the forearm. Let's sweep the arm under 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Take it all the way up. Rotate the opposite way. So left arm goes across, side plank the opposite way, right arm lifts. Take 4, take 3, take 2, and then take 1. Last time, land onto the elbows, stay here, 5. You got this, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Land your hips and open your heart again and take your Sphinx. So your nice little back bend. From your Sphinx, we're gonna take 1 more quad stretch, okay? So leave your right elbow where it is, kick your left heel back, you're gonna land your left palm on your left foot and press that foot down. And it's okay if your foot doesn't get to where mine is. Remember that I have been doing these yoga quad stretches for like 10 years. So don't ever judge, you know, your yoga teacher and look at them and think, you know, I'll never be able to do that. Don't forget, it's like a part-time profession for me. So go easy on yourself. You will get there with practice. And then just release. And then let's quad stretch the opposite way. So heel presses in, press through the foot. And then we're gonna come into a twist from right where we are, okay? So come back up onto the elbows. Lift your left elbow a little bit, thread your right arm under, land onto your right shoulder, and then start pulling your left knee up on the mat, okay? Start to spiral open, and now your whole upper body is lifting up towards the sky, so it's a pretty deep stretch. TBH, it's the exact same thing as a normal spinal twist. We're just entering it from a different direction. But sometimes entering something from a different direction is like exactly the perspective shift you need. And you tap into a different part of the back and you like stretch in a different way. And it can be really cool. Or maybe you're not experiencing that at all, or maybe you're not loving this and that's okay. And take 1 more breath. And then slowly, slowly unwind. And then we are going to move the opposite way, okay? So your right elbow lifts, your left arm threads under. You inch your right knee up across the mat, and then maybe you slowly unwind, coming into your twist, taking a few breaths. And then slowly unwind. Press your palms onto the mat. Shift your hips up through a table. And then just make your way into a child's pose and rest your forehead, just like we started at the start of this class. And if there are any last yoga poses that would help you slow down. Butterfly, happy baby, legs up the wall, whatever. Feel free to take it now. Or just stay in your child's pose. And then we're going to finish off our class either in a meditation or in a shavasana. So I'm going to come forward to a seated meditation. Just choosing a posture that helps you sink into stillness, settle into stillness. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, guys. My WhatsApp is going off. No. I have a song today for Shavasana. It is not a meditation song. It's not a yoga song. It is a song for Mother's Day for my mom, and I hope she doesn't have to go get the smoked salmon just yet and can stay for it. Maybe if you like, maybe you want to dedicate this practice to someone who unconditionally loves you. It could be a mother. It could also be a mother figure or a father figure. Maybe you send them a bit of love and light in this shape. I'm 5 years old, it's getting cold. I've got my big coat on, and I hear your laugh and look up smiling at you. I run and run past the pumpkin patch and the tractor rides. Look now, the sky is gold. I hug your legs and fall asleep on the way home. And I don't know why all the trees change in the fall. But I know you're not scared of anything at all. Don't know if Snow White's house is near or far away, but I had the best day with you today. And I'm 13 now and don't know how my friends could be so mean. I come home crying and you hold me tight and grab the keys, and we drive and drive until we found a town far enough away. And we talk and window shop till I've forgotten all their names. And I don't know who I'm gonna talk to now at school. But I know I'm laughing on the car ride home with you. Don't know how long it's
gonna take to feel okay. But I had the best day with you today. I have an excellent Father. His strength is making me stronger. God smiles on my little brother inside and out. He's better than I am. And I grew up in a pretty house, and I had space to run, and I had the best days with you. And there is a video I found from back when I was 3. You set up a paint set in the kitchen and you're talking to me. It's the age of princesses and pirate ships and the 7 dwarfs. And Daddy's smart and you're the prettiest lady in the whole wide world. And now I know why all the trees change in the fall. I know you were on my side, even when I was wrong. And I love you for giving me your eyes, staying back and watching me shine. And I don't know if you knew, so I'm taking this chance to say that I had the best day with you today. Give your body a little wake up wiggle. If you're seated in meditation, just stay seated. If you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest, giving yourself a little hug. Feeling that love and light that you're offering, that love and light coming back to you. I was reading meditations from the mat today, and Rolf says to teach is to demonstrate. The only thing worth demonstrating is love. Bring your body up into your crisscross with your hands at heart center. Tucking your chin. And we're going to finish our practice together with an Om. And if you want to join, we'll inhale and exhale, and then inhale through to make an Om. Okay, so taking a breath in. Taking a breath out. Taking a breath in. Thank you for showing up, for sharing the space and the practice, for moving mindfully. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day or evening, wherever you are. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace. Namaste.
The Mindful Life Practice.